Good morning. Today's monologue gets to be about family, for which, of course, so many of these monologues are intended for. Start with the setting. I'm on location, but in a different location. This is actually one of my cousin's bedrooms. She's graciously allowed me to borrow for the occasion. Family. What can be said that hasn't already been said about this topic? Well, family's everything. So where does one begin? Family, they're the first people we know, with the exception of some exceptions. They're the first people we see in the morning, and the last people we see in the evening. They're the people if we don't get to live with them, they're still the people that are first thing on our mind in the morning and last thing on our mind in the evening. And they're the people that we're proud of, and that we want to be proud of us. They're the people we do silly things for. Dad, look at my muscles, right? Right? My daughters do that. Right? Like, Dad, look at my muscles. Right? And I try to remind them or share with them. It's like it's such a silly thing. I don't tell them that, but how do I say it without hurting them? Like this, like the 2 pounds, 3 pounds of gray matter and squishiness between your ears is what makes all the difference. Everything else it's almost like saying everything else is an illusion. Like, this is the only thing that matters. It's not thunder and lightning, right, that make you. It's not how many push-ups you can do, or how many sit-ups, or how much you can squat, or even how bendy you are. It's just, what can you remember? What can you share? What do you think? How do you think? And family teaches us that. And family gives us the opportunity to learn that and to practice these ideas. Family gives us support and encouragement. And some people might say, well, I didn't have a very good childhood, so on and so forth, and they'll sound really angry or bitty or bitter, or even full of self-pity when they speak. It says, well, they're angry because the things they're talking about they don't have and they want it. They're bitter because there's things they want in life that they can't figure out how to get. And they're full of self-pity because they think they're entitled to it. and they think their life is any different or more important than anybody else's. They think their struggles and hardships are greater than others. And it's our family that gives us that perspective and reminds us, like, you're not that special. We love you. We care about you. We think you're amazing. But remember, in the grand scheme of things, we are all just shadows and dust, just a speck. A blip. A hiccup. And it's only what's between your ears that ultimately matters. You only get it for such a brief period of time. You only exist for such a brief period of time. And it's the loss of our family, right? A sibling, a grandparent, a great-grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, a great-uncle, or a great-aunt, a great-great-aunt. These people die. But it's through their death that we're constantly reminded, because we care about them, because we know so much about them, because we feel that loss. When we go through the ceremonies, when we grieve, we're once again reminded life is so precious, it's so short, and no group can remind us of that truth more profoundly than family. All for now. And a push in.